back in a self-defense situation. That's why jiu-jitsu is so great for self-defense, because we specialize off our backs, and you might end up there if you get jumped or tackled or something. But like, as far as self-defense, jiu-jitsu is built for that. It really is. It's built for control. It's built for everything you said. Now, it's lacking wrestling.
Yes.
A lot of, that's because of the kimono, and traditionally it's more of a judo combination. You combine judo with jiu-jitsu, and traditionally in competitions, right, or in a fight. But in a real self-defense situation, you need some wrestling, you need some jiu-jitsu, and you also need the train. Like, here's my big thing against trained versus untrained, right? Because that's the thing, is when we train jiu-jitsu, we are training with other trained people that do things that we can kind of predict, and untrained people do things unpredictably, right? It's like they're very volatile. You never know which way they're going to turn or whatnot. So I would never think to take somebody lightly, who's untrained or whatever. And I also would consider the fact that they're willing to do whatever. I would not eye gouge. I would not whatever, fish hook or whatever. I wouldn't do it, but mainly because I don't think I would need to.
Yeah.
I don't know what this person who decided to pick the fight with me and then changed their mind halfway through is thinking they have to do to live, right? So it is what it is. A person can do, but as far as the effectiveness of it, I feel like you have to be in control to do it. Like you said, you have to be on top. And why would a person who's on top be doing that?
Yeah.
Unless your goal was to do that, right? I don't know. But
it's no longer a self-defense situation if you're mount.
I would agree. I would agree. I would totally agree.
Fucked up.
It was Matt Serra, that took the guy down at the...
In the restaurant?
Yeah, and then was holding around. What if you eye gouged the guy? Like, how bad would that have looked, right?
Pretty bad, man.
Instead of just pinning him.
Pretty bad. But now, because I've watched, I'm open-minded to martial arts.
Yeah.
I really am, man. I'm open-minded to Tai Chi. I'm open-minded to everything out there, because it's all got a purpose. Yeah. And I have watched clips of the eye gouging and stuff like that, and you don't see it from the top position when they're drilling it. Right. It is a self-defense style technique. You usually see, at least I haven't, I didn't go deep down the rabbit hole of it, but I usually see them on their back reaching up, attempting to. So it's not as though, like, I ask myself, okay, Michael, you have full mount on a person, you're not expecting that, and they do that. I will at the very least back away. I will at least posture up. Yeah. It will at least accomplish a little bit of their goal. So, it's like, I don't want to rag on it, but I know in my heart that the learning curve, for example, like, you have a guy who's really good at eye gouges and really good at fish hooks, and then you have a guy who's a black belt in jiu-jitsu and has good wrestling. Okay, if we get into a fight and we don't know what each other has, hypothetically, and we just get into a fight, and I realize into that fight that he's willing to do those things, I can start doing those things. And I don't need years of training to know how to go like that, right? Now, if he realizes halfway through the fight, this guy's got a black belt in jiu-jitsu and he's a good wrestler, he cannot just then decide to do the same thing to me. He can't say, well, I'm going to now be a black belt and wrestle you, bro. You need to train for a while to do that, bro. So also, like, the learning curve is probably show me how to do it once and I know how to do it versus train for 15 years.